11 million cars, 40 times more pollution, a $30 billion deception. These were not just cars, they were icons of progress and symbols of trust. But these engines were not clean, they were secretly programmed to lie. Volkswagen told the world that their diesel cars were green. But behind every engine was a deception designed to fool the world. But how did a company that once symbolized trust end up leading one of the biggest environmental scandals in history? Let us rewind the story to where it all began. Volkswagen means the people's car. The company was born in the 1930s and rebuilt after World War II. Then came the Beetle, the Golf, global legends that defined generations. In the 2000s, Volkswagen had one clear goal: to become the #1 car maker in the world. But regulations were changing. Clean air laws were tightening. Climate concerns were rising. And diesel, efficient and powerful, seemed like the perfect bet. So Volkswagen launched a massive campaign. Clean diesel, powerful, efficient, green. But behind all the ads and eco-labels, Volkswagen's engineers were struggling. They simply could not make the diesel engines both powerful and clean enough to meet the strict new US emission standards. So if clean diesel was Volkswagen's golden ticket, why did the dream start falling apart inside their labs? Let us pop the hood and look inside. The United States had some of the toughest emission standards in the world. Volkswagen's engines could not meet them without sacrificing power or fuel economy, compromises the company was not willing to make. So, someone inside came up with a fix. A secret software, later called the defeat device. This software could detect when the car was being tested in a lab and change how the engine behaved. During testing, the cars ran clean, but once on the road, they were emitting up to 40 times more nitrogen oxide than allowed by law. This was not a mistake. It was deliberate fraud. And that pollution? It was not just bad for the environment. It was deadly for people. Nitrogen oxide contributes to asthma, heart disease, and early death. If millions of these cars were cheating the system, how did nobody notice for so long? Let us meet the people who uncovered the truth. A small research team at West Virginia University was running real-world emissions tests on diesel cars. The results shocked them. Volkswagen's so-called clean diesels were polluting far more than their lab tests had shown. Volkswagen denied any wrongdoing. They claimed it was a technical issue, maybe a glitch or a calibration error, but regulators kept digging. And in September of 2015, the truth finally surfaced. Volkswagen admitted it. Yes, we cheated. Once the truth came out, how far did the damage go? And who had to pay the price? It was time for the fallout. The reaction was swift and brutal. Volkswagen lost $30 billion in stock value. 11 million cars had to be recalled worldwide. In the United States alone, 500,000 vehicles were bought back from customers. Top executives resigned. Engineers were arrested, courtrooms filled, and the company's hard-earned reputation collapsed. Inside the company, some employees followed orders. Others feared losing their jobs if they spoke up. But one question remained. Who gave the command to lie? But numbers only tell part of the story. What did this betrayal mean for the people who trusted Volkswagen and the world they lived in? Let us see what this lie really cost, beyond the money. Volkswagen's customers felt betrayed. They had paid extra for eco-friendly cars, vehicles they believed were helping the planet. But instead, they were unknowingly driving pollution machines through their neighborhoods. The emissions were invisible but deadly. Cities saw increased asthma rates, more breathing problems, and rising hospital visits. A lie on wheels turned into a public health crisis. And if one lie could cause this much harm, what did it mean for the rest of the auto industry? Let us zoom out and follow the shockwaves. Volkswagen was not alone. After the scandal, other car companies came under fire. Diesel, once praised, became a dirty word. Governments around the world responded. Stricter emissions tests were introduced. Cars had to be tested not only in labs, but on the road, in real-world driving conditions. Automakers scrambled to shift their focus to electric vehicles. Volkswagen tried to clean its image with the launch of their ID electric vehicle lineup. But for many, the damage was already done. The trust was gone. Was this the wake-up call the world needed, or just a glimpse into a much bigger problem? Let us look at what we have learned and what we still need to ask. This was never just about diesel. It was about a system that rewarded deception. A company with global power chose to lie because telling the truth would cost too much. But one research team, one set of honest tests, one refusal to back down, changed everything. It proved that even giants can fall, and that accountability still matters. So after all the lawsuits, the headlines, and the promises to change, what are we really left with? Let us finish with the question that still drives us all. Volkswagen chased a dream and ran over the truth. What was supposed to be a revolution became a global scandal. What drives us? Greed or truth? The road forward starts with that answer. If this story moved you, or made you question the world a little more, give this video a like, share it, and subscribe. More stories are coming. Stories that look beyond the headlines and ask, what is really driving the world?